What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all already know what time it is. So, on this video right here, I want to talk about one of the greatest all time, Sheryl Swoopes. On her, I think it's podcast she's part of. It's called Queen of the Court. She had a very, very heavy take. Some people don't like what she said. Some people agree with what she said. Um, and the topic of conversation was about the Rookie of the Year race between Reese and Caitlin Clark. Now, everybody have multiple opinions. Everybody, some people mind already made up. Opinion is opinion. I have no problem listening to people that play the game, give their take. A lot of people feel some kind of way though when somebody say something totally opposite of what they saying. You know, me personally, I always look at it like this, one person's opinion doesn't, represent trees of people in this world. Now, when you got an all-time great giving an opinion, that does mean a lot. It does mean a lot when you have the all-time greats that paved the way for these young ladies to play this game. Sheryl Swoopes, those players like Sheryl Swoopes, they crawl so Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese can walk the orange carpet. You know what I'm saying? So, they always going to share their opinion on the current state of the WNBA. I'm seeing a lot of fans upset at what she said. Now, what did she say? I'm going to play the clip, and I'm going to give my opinion on it. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. We still got a couple more. I think it's like a week or two before the WNBA season resumes. I'm looking forward to it. The Olympics, I'm watching the Olympics. I'm tuning into it. I am gonna give you another video because it's something else I want to talk about regarding the Olympics. So make sure y'all turn y'all notifications for that. But wait no further. I'm gonna play the clip.
I don't know if Chicago's in the playoffs right now without Angel. Right?
Yeah.
Is Indiana, excuse me, is Indiana in the playoffs right now without Caitlin? I don't
know. Last year, no.
Well, but they were close, right? But when you look at the overall team, like the pieces that they have, without question, Indiana has better players than Chicago.
Okay, so Sheryl Swoopes, she gave her opinion right there. And before I kind of break down how I feel about it, I'm gonna say this. I don't want to be one of those that always like to separate the best player or the more popular player or the more liked player, away from the team. Now, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff because basketball is a team sport. Now, in the modern day, the social media, they always tend to go to the impact of a player and a team without the player and all that. Even, we talk about that, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to say, oh, this team is completely nothing without one player, so don't get me wrong. Look, we gonna talk about the facts are the facts. We can talk about impact, all this stuff. You can't fight evidence. You feel what I'm saying? What your eyes showing you, your eyes ain't lying, homie. What you're seeing. Now, to address what she just said, she said Chicago wouldn't make the playoffs without Angel Reese. Do I believe that? I do believe that. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Now, some people that's not familiar with the WNBA last year, Chicago was the 8th seed last year. They had a complete different team. They only had, if I'm not mistaken, 2 returning players this year. Khalil Cooper got traded. Courtney Williams left. Stephanie Dawson left, went to Washington, you know. So they had a completely different roster turnaround, completely different coach. Nobody was expecting Chicago to be this good, right? Even with Kennedy Carter, we could say, Kennedy Carter, they do have Kennedy Carter, but y'all, nobody believed in this team. They didn't believe in Kennedy Carter till now. They didn't even have one. She was coming out the bench. She's working her way back into the league after being out of the league for a couple of years. So nobody really believed in Chicago. They didn't believe in Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso that much because they had Chicago projected to finish last or second to last. They had Indiana in the playoffs because if you think about it, y'all, just be honest. Indiana has the most top 2 picks, facts. They have 2 All-Stars, 2-time All-Stars, by the way, facts. Reigning Rookie of the Year, who's gotten better this year. And a lot of games I watch Indiana, y'all, a lot of that has something to do with that supporting cast. You talking about Lisa Smith, she was balling. Whether it was Kelsey Mitchell always coming through in the clutch, Aaliyah Boston coming through big time on both ends of the floor. So that stuff can't be ignored. Kennedy Carter has an impact on the game, but a lot of those games, they was carrying the load. So I definitely understand what she's saying right there. As far as Chicago, it's something about when you watch Chicago play, it's something about when Angel Reese not on the floor, the team looks different. And I actually be hating that because I feel like you can't, I wish the team would be a lot more balanced when she's not on the court. Because I'm seeing the defense start slacking, rebounding start slacking, and it's not the same kind of, it's something missing when Angel Reese not on the court. That's why she had to play all of those minutes because the team heavily relies on her on both ends of the floor, especially now with Mabry gone. Her points are going to increase. Camila Cardoso going to step up. You feel what I'm saying? So you can clearly see the impact. If you look at the numbers, she had the biggest plus minus on the whole team, the biggest net rating. So the numbers, the eye test for me, in my opinion, I absolutely agree with. I think, I'm a roll with Sheryl Swoopes' point. I do believe this though, y'all, and this is just the truth, God and the truth. Indiana had a chance of making the playoff last year, whether believe it or not. A couple things didn't go their way, and they had a good chance of making it. Looking at how the East looks right now, and looking at Dallas, they've been injured. They had all these injuries this year. If I take away Angel Reese, now off of Chicago, and I take Caitlin Clark off Indiana will still be in the playoffs. Atlanta been up and down. Dallas been hurt. Washington been bad. LA hurts, and they just lacking talent. So I absolutely believe Indiana will be in the playoffs. I don't think Chicago will be in the playoffs. I think Atlanta will be better than Chicago. So yeah, I do agree with Sheriff's point right now. Both players got impact though, no doubt. But Angel, you can't deny what I'm seeing. Angel Reese impact on both ends of the floor. That can't be y'all. If you want to talk about points and assists, you want to talk about field goal percentage, all that stuff, that's cool. But it's all about how you get your numbers too. Don't just look at the fact that the numbers are there, what she averaging this, but how are she getting it? Because a lot of this shit is out effort. And sometimes it can be forced numbers. Sometimes you can have effort numbers just off hustle and determination, and sometimes you can have force. Some of your numbers can be forced. Angel Reese literally has to have a solid game, a really good game, I would say. I think she would have to have a good game. I would say a good game. And I'm not even talking about just 20 points, 10 rebounds. Not just that. She have to have a good game. I'm talking about it can be defense, it can be rebounding, it can be just simply playing the right way, setting screens, boxing out, making the right passes, But she has to have a good defensive game every single game for Chicago to have a chance to win. I have to be honest. We have to be honest right there. Because when she don't have a good game, whether it's defense or she's not offensively, she doesn't have a good night. They're getting ran out the court. I haven't seen a game where that doesn't happen. Now, some people say, well, Kennedy might have come out there and carried the full court. Absolutely. She definitely getting done the full court. So have Angel, though. It haven't been just Kennedy. It's been a lot of Angel, too. Like the game against Indiana. It's been Kennedy in Seattle. It's been Kennedy, Carter, and Angel. They've been carrying them in the fourth quarter. So, based off that, yeah, I mean, you take away Angel, I don't think they make the playoffs. They're not as good as a team. And Chicago will tell y'all that, though. Like, I'm just a guy, just a fan. Forget what I say. Ask the players that's playing. They'll tell you about Angel Reese's impact. Now, that's not to take nothing away from Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is doing her thing, too. But you look at the team she has, that team has more camaraderie going into this year. Aaliyah Boston got better. They got two All-Stars, with or without Caitlin Clark. Those girls gonna be All-Stars. Elisa Smith was close to being a double-double player. She's a top 2 pick also. People forget that. If you don't have Caitlin Clark there, you just put some other point guard. It could be Van Loo. They still make the playoffs. I do believe that. And that's not to take nothing away from Caitlin Clark, but that's just the truth. So, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Get in the comment section. Light it up. Everybody gonna have their own opinion on it. I see it how I see it, So, I'm out of here.